Hi, my name is ColdBeer and let's start with Tainted Grail Conquest.
This is a unique, infinitely replayable, story-driven hybrid between a deck-building roguelite and an RPG game. Here you will explore the ever-changing maps, fight with deadly enemies, and learn what happened to the cursed island of Avalon. You will find 9 unique hero classes, 460 cards, 340 passive skills, 50 masteries, and a lot of other stuff you don't really care to hear about right now if you never play the game. I can say one thing for sure, it's a dark fantasy game with all the dark benefits of it. Original monsters and beasts, creepy adversaries, and fun gameplay await you here. About 90% of the reviews are positive, so it's safe to say that there is a huge chance that you will like the game if you like the genre. People on Steam are saying that this game is gritty, gnarly, dark, and worth your money even when it's not on sale. And now let me tell you about the game that you can try absolutely free right now. This is a strategy game with roguelike deck building mechanics, which has become familiar through its appearance as a minigame in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I present to you Farkle Roguelike, incredibly fun and challenging game which is also a sponsor of this video. The demo version is now available on Steam. Check it out, it's actually huge and will give you way more than usual demo does. And I played the same version available for everyone. Like, look at that, I have more than 3 hours of playtime and I still have the main boss undefeated.
Like what?
I know, right? So don't hesitate, you will find a link in the description and in the first pinned comment below. And the rules are really simple. I showed them to my cat and she was like,
Yeah, easy. Meow meow meow.
so don't worry about that, it will take you around 2 minutes to learn it. And then
Your whole life to master it.
well, maybe not. Anyway, in the full game you will find 6 taverns with a bunch of powerful opponents, zillions of skills, perks, and now even in the demo you can find leaderboards as well. Can you beat me? So, show everyone who's the boss. And there is no rush, you can take all the time you need during every turn. At first it looks like it's entirely based on luck, and yeah, luck plays a big role here. But that is only until you start.
Cheating.
By defeating the opponents, you earn gold and you can tamper with your dice. Yeah, you can buy magic dice, cursed dice, rig them yourself and also obtain various bonuses that improve your winnings. For example, you want to throw all the ones, which are the most powerful numbers here. Easy, buy the perks who increase the chance of rolling them. But be careful, some opponents have anti-perks. For example, all the scores from ones may be halved, so don't put all your eggs in the same basket. Or do, I'm not your mother. Try the free demo now, click my link, have a fun time, and don't forget to wishlist it. This game will bring you hours of fun, I promise. Resident Evil 2. This is a complete remake of a classic game. Overwhelmingly positive review score softly hints that it was a complete success as well. Resident Evil 2 offers a fresh take on a classic survival horror saga with realistic visuals, immersive audio, and a new over-the-shoulder camera. You will also get modernized controls on top of gameplay modes from the original game. I can still remember when I played the original game when I was 14 years old, and somehow I had my mental balls big enough to play it every evening after school. Well, on those rare occasions when I actually went to school. I'm a YouTuber not because I was very good at studying, you know, but I was good at games. That's why you should avoid me if you need your appendix surgically removed, but if you want your boredom removed, I'm your guy, that's for sure. Pacific Drive. This is a very interesting title with mechanics you won't usually see in other games. In this driving survival adventure you face supernatural dangers on each expedition into the exclusion zone. Make your base of operations in an abandoned garage, where you'll research new parts, customize your station wagon and chart routes deeper into the zone. As you gather precious resources and investigate what's been left behind in the zone, you learn exactly what it takes to survive in this unpredictable hostile environment. All the vibes here lead to Strugatsky Brothers and their roadside picnic story. Many games draw inspiration from it, from legendary Stalker to a recent gem Tunguska the Visitation. And if you like the theme about some stranger things happening in this specific area, I recommend you to watch the movie named Annihilation with Natalie Portman. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Last Train Home. Here you will embark on a desperate mission through the depths of a wasteland ravaged by war. Your goal is to guide Czechoslovak soldiers back to home on board an armored train. But the path ahead is fraught with peril. Caught in the middle of a brutal civil war between Russia's red and white armies, your unit must remain in fighting shape, managing what little resources you have and maintaining morale at all costs. Venture through the bleak and unforgiving landscape of Siberia, where the freezing cold and the merciless environment it will push you to your very limit. Resources are scarce and your crew is exhausted, but you must never give up. All my life I rode made in Czechoslovakia trolleybuses in Vilnius. Some of them are still riding in the streets. They are like 50 years old and they still run. So one thing I'm completely sure about these guys: everything that's made in Czechoslovakia is unbreakable, except the country itself. What an irony. SIGNALIS. The game is set in a dystopian future where humanity has colonized the solar system. Sounds cool, but the totalitarian regime maintains an iron grip through aggressive surveillance and propaganda. Humanoid androids, known as replicas, live amongst the humans, acting as workers, civil servants, and protectors alongside the citizens they are designed to resemble. So that reminds me of Blade Runner, just before the war. The story begins as you awaken from cryostasis in a wrecked vessel. Now stranded on a cold planet, you have to set out on a journey into depths unknown. Keep in mind that this is a horror game, and I don't have jump scares in mind. It will pick your brain psychologically bit by bit. Although on Steam it has an overwhelmingly positive review score left by thousands of people, so it is definitely a hidden gem you should try. Metal Hellsinger. The game has 97% of positive reviews, and that is insane. You'll kill demons to the rhythm of metal and vengeance on an infernal journey through the 8 hells. This is a rhythm first-person shooter bursting with monsters, gorgeous weapons, and heavy metal music created for this game by amazing metal geniuses, like Serj Tankian for example. Yeah, Serj himself sings a new song created especially for this game, and you kill demons listening to it. The song was created with the idea behind it that it is meant to be listened to while killing demons. It is hard to wrap my head around this fact and how metal it actually is. So if you like fast-paced first-person shooter games like Shadow Warrior or Doom, search no more. Metal Hellsinger is what you need to kill your boredom with style. Timberborn. Humans are long gone, our place is taken by beavers and you are in charge of them. So the question is, will your society of lumberpunk beavers do any better? And I mean real beavers, I'm not talking about the beaver of your imaginary girlfriend this time. Although I'm not gonna lie, a society of these would be quite interesting. Anyway, Timberborn is a city building game featuring modular vertical architecture and water control mechanics. But be aware, the game contains high amounts of wood. So he will control smart beavers and pursue the glory of civilization. Well, these beavers will be as smart as you, so it might very well be that they are already doomed. Monster Hunter World. He'll take on the role of a hunter and slay ferocious monsters in a living ecosystem, where you can use the landscape and its diverse inhabitants to get the upper hand. You can hunt alone or in co-op with up to 3 other players, and use materials collected from fallen foes to craft new gear. There are 14 different weapons at your disposal, each with its own unique characteristics and styles of attack. Many hunters acquire proficiency in multiple types, while others prefer to attain mastery of one. Monster Hunter World has 87% of positive reviews on Steam left by more than 200,000 players. Incredible achievement. Dungeons 3. You'll be able to unleash your dark side by creating a unique underground dungeon from an array of rooms, traps, and structures. You can raise a pretty despicable army here. Your goal, of course, is to corrupt the land and destroy all things cute or even remotely good. Yes, you can visit the overworld here and, yes, let the terror thrive. The game has randomly generated levels, so it has great replayability. Isn't it awesome, friend? Don't you think so, friend? Notice how I called you a friend? It's because you are subscribed to my channel, right? Right? Anyways, people on Steam are saying that this game has tons of Easter eggs and nerdy references. It's like it was made for us.
Yeah, it was literally made for us, you genius.
Oh, shut up. They always run. This is a very nice 2D platformer where you will control a 3-armed mutant hunting for the most dangerous bounties in the galaxy. Its inhabitants have been swarmed by crime since the fall of the Empire. Being able to find anyone and anywhere has become a highly prized skill, and that, my friend, is the skill you possess. Some bounties are rewarded with money, others with valuable information that you can use to find the people who set you on this forsaken path. Having 3 arms lets you deal with more enemies at once and makes for a persuasive argument in any scuffle. Use your 3rd arm to perform targeted attacks and throws, manipulate the environment, destroy obstacles, and wreck enemies. The game has very positive review score and people are saying that it is really fun, although it can be challenging for new players of the genre. The Invincible. The Invincible was written by Polish writer Stanisław Lem, the author of the very well-known Solaris. In general, I think that The Invincible should have been a movie, but I will take a game as well. So the plot of the book, I will try to tell you without spoilers, is revolving around an expedition who has landed on a distant desert planet, much like a Mars, but an itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny more alive one. And then bad things start to happen. Duh. All I can say that this plot is not a usual one where you land on some creepy rock and then some monsters start snatching your crew one by one. It's not like that. If you remember Solaris, you can realize that Stanisław Lem tried to avoid clichés and think of something more intriguing. So I can promise you that The Invincible is not a cliché story. It is really good, less psychological if you compare it to Solaris and more action-oriented. Also, if you played Firewatch, you will see where they took the inspiration from.
Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Let me start with the fact that this is an incredible game inspired by the Elder Scrolls franchise, and especially Morrowind. I'm a huge fan of first-person RPGs. I played as a mage and I really enjoyed it. The spells I casted looked and felt really good. That's because developers added a few tricks that make you actually feel the impact of your spells. Time slightly slows and the sound effect is awesome as well. Although I made a hero that was a glass cannon. In other words, if anyone even slightly touched me, even with a tip of a dick, I died. But I don't know, I have liked this type of build since my ancient days playing World of Warcraft, where as a sneaky glass cannon warlock I had so much fun in the battlegrounds. Keep in mind that The Fall of Avalon is not a AAA kind of game, more like a very ambitious indie project. You know, like Outer Wilds for example, indie but awesome. Bethesda is not the only one who can make these kind of games anymore. The Fall of Avalon is getting better and better with every patch. They are slowly brewing a masterpiece, that's for sure. I especially like it because of its beautiful dark fantasy world, really grim and eerie. It's like someone crossbred Elden Ring and Morrowind, and if you like that as well, there is no way you can ignore it.
This war of mine. Here you will take care of a group of civilians trying to survive in a besieged city, struggling with lack of food, medicine and constant danger from snipers and hostile scavengers. The game provides an experience of war seen from an entirely new angle. The pace of the game is imposed by the day and night cycle. During the day, snipers outside stop you from leaving your refuge, so you need to focus on maintaining your hideout, crafting, trading and taking care of your survivors. And at night, take one of your civilians on a mission to scavenge through a set of unique locations for items that will help you stay alive, you know, like medicine or a box of beer.
Assassin's Creed Unity. Game is set in the city of Paris during one of its darkest hours. The French Revolution is in action. Here you will do all the usual Assassin's Creed stuff and take part in one of the most important moments of French history by participating in the events that shape the city of today. If the game's franchise would be naming its titles by numbers, this would be Assassin's Creed 8. So yeah, they have been baking these like cookies for almost 2 decades now. But keeping in mind that Assassin's Creed Unity is more than 10 years old, the graphics are quite impressive and the gameplay is enjoyable despite some minor control issues. The biggest issue whatsoever is that it requires the Ubisoft launcher, and if it is down, you can't play the game. Also, the co-op feature that is kinda famous here is plagued with connection bugs and errors. It's a nice game, but I have warned you for a reason. Titan Station. This is a retro sci-fi adventure that takes us far into the future, in the year of 1999. Yeah, the retro future is in the past, but somehow we have all these wonderful things we managed to achieve with the technology of the past. A really cool genre reminding us of all these science fiction novels we have read in our teens. So here you are, a systems operator, casual worker of the space station. But after arriving, your mundane work turns into a struggle for your very life as you make a shocking discovery. You have to believe me here, because this is not a channel of spoilers, most of the time. Well, half of the time. Still, that counts. Subscribe. Anyway, the station is connected to Saturn's moon Titan by an elevator and pipeline system. Really cool concept. Here you won't find any combat and the game itself will take about 4 hours to complete. If you liked games like The Invincible, Outer Wilds or Observation, Titan Station is your spoon of potato salad. More than 90% of reviews on Steam are positive.
Laysara, Summit Kingdom. It is a real-time strategy city builder colony sim with pause, meaning that you can issue commands while eating delicious potato salad without any stress. So here during a campaign or sandbox playthrough, you will establish multiple towns, each on a unique mountain with its own traits. Each mountain also comes with a new set of challenges. They differ in shapes, vegetation zone layouts, resource availability and weather conditions. One of the ever-present dangers you will have to deal with are mighty avalanches. You can't stop them, obviously, but you can take precautions and be prepared. Afforest the key areas to create natural barriers, build artificial ones to redirect rushing masses of snow, or trigger the avalanche early while it's still manageable. That is a really dangerous activity and it will put you on your toes. So when I said that you can play it without any stress, I lied. Choo-Choo Charles. Here you will navigate a massive play area in a cute little train, and your mission here is to kill and destroy another train, which is a bloodthirsty spider train named Charles. So Mr. Charlie is a very bad train. He misbehaves by eating people alive. He's very hungry train and he won't stop until you stop him. With machine guns, rockets and other weaponry. People on Steam are praising the game for having a great story, characters, concept and design. It's a short game though, it will take about 3 hours to beat it, but those hours will be legendary. Game has a very positive review score, so don't hesitate. If you ever wanted to hunt for some killer spider train, it is your chance. The biggest downside of the game is that you can't romance other trains or Charlie himself. It would be great if the story took a turn towards breeding new Charlies, so you can't cross that out of your bucket list yet, but who knows what next patch will bring us. Jupiter Hell. Here time flows only when you act, just like in the famous Superhot, although Jupiter Hell is a turn-based roguelike game where you get to kick demon butt on a space station. The retro graphics and creepy audio design create an atmosphere that's scarier than your mother-in-law when she's missing her favorite spoon for potato salad. And the gameplay is as tough as the steak you make. Yeah, the roguelike genre is here for a reason. You will die and die again until you do not die, and then repeat. But keep in mind that with a ton of weapons and abilities to choose from, you can mix and match until you find the perfect combo for yourself. And sure, the game can be unforgiving, but that's what makes it fun. Who needs a therapist when you can scream at your monitor and blame the game for all the mistakes you made in your life that literally lead you to playing this game? Although the game itself is very nice, more than 90% of reviews on Steam are positive. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. This is a tactical game that combines the turn-based combat of XCOM with real-time stealth and exploration of post-human world reclaimed by nature. And mutants. And by saying mutants, I don't mean human mutants. Those are all gone. Now smart animals rule the world.
Define smart.
Well, you got me here. They are not always smart. They sometimes do stupid decisions because, you know, you are controlling them.
Oh my god, how dare you!
Shh, it's a joke. So although animals can't speak here, it's definitely not a Disney kind of world. It's brutal and cruel, and survival of the fittest is in progress. Here you must venture out of the city to explore the zone where one day you might find the Eden of legends, the ancients' heaven in the middle of hell. I guess with mountains of potato salad and rivers of cold beer. Maybe you will find your answers there. Then again, maybe not. Game has really beautiful graphics, great humor and an interesting story. Also very positive reviews on Steam. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Here you can build your very own Jurassic Park just like in the first part, but a bit more beautiful, fancier and a bit better. You know that number at the end of the game's name has to mean something, and it means more species of dinosaurs as well, like at least 2. So at first it's all about fun, interesting creatures and happy customers, until some brown substance from the bottom of Beerosaurus hits the fan. And by that I mean that life always finds the way, and that is kinda the opposite of life for everyone else in your park. You may think that the raptors will escape the cage and will start feasting on your customers, but the reality is way more cruel. There's almost no way that the first human eaten in your beautiful park by a potato raptor would be just a terrible accident. You know, the fault of cheap fence or stupid worker forgetting to close the gates. Nah, it will be you. You will save the game and then let the creatures go. Because after a while you will get bored.
And only blood can entertain you.
Wall World.
This is a mining roguelite with tower defense elements and a very affordable price. Here you'll explore procedurally generated mines and discover fantastical biomes, find resources and technologies and purchase valuable upgrades, fight off hordes of aggressive monsters using your mobile base and roam the world freely day and night in various weather conditions, find traces of the others and boldly mine where no man has mined before. The game has a really fun concept, beautiful art style and reminds me a bit of a Dome Keeper, another beautiful indie game. People on Steam are saying that the game has a great replay value and a bit of a boring ending, but this game is the journey, not the destination. Resident Evil Village. The story is set a few years after the events in Resident Evil 7. The all-new storyline begins when a man and his wife start living peacefully in a new location, free from their past nightmares and horrors. And just as they are building their new life together, then, you know, stuff happens. Otherwise, it would be a love story, not a fantasy story with horror elements. Village is one of the coolest games ever, with an atmosphere creepier than your neighbor-in-law.
Wait, what? That exists?
I don't know, I hope not. Also, this game is not a pure horror game as you can imagine. It's really not that scary, it's just creepy. And overwhelmingly positive reviews are here for a reason. This game is fantastic. Also, you can play the free demo version on Steam. Beyond the Steel Sky. Here you play as a dude who is on a mission to bring an abducted child back home. The search has led you to a Union City, one of the last remaining megacities in the world ravaged by wars and political meltdown. The facade of this place is almost utopic. Altruistic AI rules the city, providing people with comfort and care. But as always, dark secrets are brewing in the underbelly. So basically this is a comic book where you make the decisions of the main protagonist and shape the story with your actions. Dark conspiracies, humor and a cyberpunk city under total surveillance is what you will encounter during your adventures. The game has a very positive review score on Steam and people are saying that you will love the game if you are a fan of slow pace, puzzles and intense point-and-click action. Station to Station. This is a minimalist and relaxing game about building railway connections. Yes, because connections with other people are above our capabilities, let's connect with the railway. Your world starts small with a handful of various structures. You will place stations and build rails to foster growth and expansion. As you build more connections, your area will grow, transforming into a lush, vibrant environment full of colors and life. Although not everything is relaxing here. To keep you on your toes, the game also features puzzle elements, challenging your IQ to optimize routes and solve logistical riddles. So make sure that you have at least a bit higher IQ than room temperature and enjoy this game, which will burn around 8 hours of your boring life.
Now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Also subscribe. Yeah, do it now.